A strong visual style can give a game a unique identity, even if the technology behind it is modest. But what does it actually mean? Well, let's take Mario for example. All of the Mario games have a unique cartoony style to them. This style supports the gameplay. I mean, you wouldn't expect Mario to be super realistic, because the gameplay itself isn't realistic. This was BattleBit's problem. The first time they did a gameplay, everybody thought the game is going to be casual. So when they played the game and it was actually very realistic, with carrying bodies and healing each other, people were very confused. So the devs had to change the game and make it more forgiving. This shows the game art style is very important and in many times is a very essential part of the game. But you knew that. So at this point I wanted to make an art style that nobody ever uses. You usually see pixel art, low poly and realistic styles, but never the art style I wanted to make. But what art style did I want to make? Well, recently I've seen a video by Panzeri25 and the video was from 4 years ago and it showed this very cool art style that I really liked. But the problem is the project was discontinued, so I really wanted to try and recreate it. So as you can see here, this is my attempt to make the gun. So I first made the player be able to walk and then I made the gun. It took me some time to get the art style right, but I think it looks pretty nice now. Then I added some cool polish stuff like swaying the gun when you move and pulling it down or up when you jump. I also added a recoil and it isn't like a crazy recoil pattern, but I think it does the job. Then I added the health and the stamina bars, which for now the health didn't really do much, but the stamina would drain when you move. So the player controller felt good, but now I wanted to try and actually make a game. So I started by making a enemy AI and added a texture for the walls. I used normal maps online to generate a normal map for the texture. Then I slapped everything together and made a quick level. So while playing the game, for some reason I didn't get the feeling of depth, so I've tried adding volumetric fog to see how it looks. And I thought it looks pretty nice, so I kept it in. Then the ground felt pretty bland, so I added a texture for it. Now it was time to make a 3D model. Now I didn't want to actually make a 3D model from Blender because I didn't thought it would fit the art style, so I've tried to actually draw the texture and assemble it in Godot. So I've made this 3D model of a plank, kind of, a wooden pillar, and I really like how it ended up. Now I wanted to add more detail to the map, so I wanted to add another texture for the rock. To make the game look better, I also added terrain to make the ground a little more bumpy. I've cleaned everything and this is the final product. So yeah, this is the end of the video, and if you want to support the channel you can go and watch these two videos right here, and you can subscribe and leave a like, that always helps. And yeah, I'll try to get more videos out, but I don't really want to make actual full projects, so yeah. Anyways, bye bye.